Hi Alexander, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your video evaluation. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to watch you take a couple swings. Okay, so let's bring it back here and get you back in this position here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to talk about your setup, Alexander. Okay, every hitter, his feet is the foundation of his swing. Without a good foundation, okay, without a good foundation for a house, the house is going to fall down. Without a good foundation for a building, the building's going to fall down. And without a good foundation for a hitter, the hitter's not going to be as successful as he could be. Okay, so we got to make sure that our foundation is solid. Okay, and when I look at your setup here, bud, your feet aren't parallel. Okay, you're a little bit closed off. Okay, being a little something open or closed isn't bad, I guess, but you just got to make sure that when you take your stride, your step, okay, we call that a stride, that you end up in the same position every time. Okay, now it looks like your feet are a little bit open. Okay, and what happens, Alexander, when we don't do the same thing with our feet every time, when those things are inconsistent, so is our swing going to be inconsistent. Okay, it's going to be hard for you to stay, in the same spot all the time if we can't get that part of it figured out. That's pretty important, buddy, that we land in the same spot every time. Okay, so whether you start a little bit open or a little bit closed, it has to be consistent, because you can stand with one foot, out here to start off with, but when you take that stride forward, you got to make sure you're striding, that both feet look exactly the same. They mirror each other. This back foot is closed, okay, and then the front foot is closed when it lands. Okay, it can't land open. I'll repeat that. Your front foot, when it lands on the ground, cannot twist open. It has to remain closed. Okay, so we're going to keep going here and look at the route you take to your swing from your point where you are now until the point where you hit the baseball. That's called a barrel route. What kind of barrel route does Alexander have? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Alexander, right now you can see your bat. It's flat. Okay, it's flat. Now we want our bat to be flat as we enter the contact area, which is a little bit behind home plate to a little bit in front of home plate. Okay, between those two lines, buddy, we want to be level. But if we get level too soon, okay, that's going to cause problems. The problems being that our swing is going to be too long. We want to have a short swing. I want to give you an example I'm talking about. I'm sure you've flown in an airplane before. When the airplane comes to the runway or going to go land wherever it's going to, it doesn't just drop out of the sky. It makes a gradual descent. It starts going down at a gradual pace, right? And then it gets down by the runway, and then it levels off, and then it lands. Well, the same thing as a hitter goes. We got to take our bat on a gradual descent towards the contact area. Then once we get to the contact area, then we want it to be level through here as we're hitting the baseball. But if we're level way back where you are, it's just going to take you too long to get to this area. Okay? It's going to take you too long to get there. Now your barrel has dropped down behind you Okay, now it's kind of going at an upward angle, which slows that bat down even more. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're going through the strike zone, that we're level, not uphill. Okay, so the next kind of checkpoint for a hitter is where he is at contact. Okay, so we're going to go right there. Okay, so actually let's look at one more swing and see if we're in a better position on this one. Okay, oh, too fast for me. Okay, but well, a little better spot there. Okay, so let's talk about this look right here, Alexander. Okay, so obviously you're out in front, right? If you're standing in the right spot in the batter's box, we should be making contact, right about here someplace. Right out in front of home plate. You're way out in front of home plate. So your hands are what we call outside the baseball. And we want our hands to be inside the baseball. Okay? Big difference. Okay, so, but there are some really good things here. I mean, there's some really exciting positions you're able to get to here. First thing I noticed right away is what a great job, buddy, you do with your backside. Okay? That backside is really good. What we're looking for in that backside is for you to have a kind of a backwards C. And you got that. That looks really good. Okay? The second thing we look for
sure of her body. I have a drill for you I want you to do, Alexander. I want you to take your normal stance and then move your front foot up 2 feet and move your back foot back 2 feet. So you're really wide. Then I want you to keep both feet on the ground. I want you to keep your hips from moving, and I want you to swing the bat off the tee with the ball without moving your upper body and just using your hands to hit with. I want to deaden your legs, called the dead legs drill. Deaden your legs and just use your hands to hit with. So you get to feel what it's like to use your hands to hit with. A lot of times young hitters, in an effort to create more bat speed, want to use their big muscles. Okay? But I want you to use your legs and your hands and not your shoulders, not your arms to try to create bat speed, but your hands and your lower half. You have a picture perfect lower half at this point. Okay? If you could figure out how to make sure that you're not over rotating your upper body, you're going to become quite a hitter. Okay? Does that make sense? So make sure that you do that dead legs drill and use your hands to hit with. Okay, let's see what happens after contact. Okay, not bad extension there through the ball, but I do not like your finish. Okay, you don't see too many big leaguers, Alexander, have their swing go like this. Okay, it starts back here and it comes around through the strike zone and goes right back around their body in a circle. Okay, big league swings are going to come like this. They're going to come down at an angle. They're going to get flat through the contact area. They're going to hit the baseball. They're going to extend through it, and their hands are going to go up over their left shoulder if they're right-handed. Okay, so that's another area you want to try to get fixed a little bit, is not to finish that way. Okay, most kids that finish like that, Alexander, hit 1,000,000 ground balls to the stupid shortstop. And where does the best player on most teams play? Shortstop. So we want to keep it away from that shortstop. Okay, we want to hit head high line drives through the middle of the diamond. Okay, so Alexander, I hope those tips helped you. I want to thank you and your mom and dad for coming to ABC baseball camps, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great day.